things. The house building didn't go as planned today either, but we're trying a few different things. So we were doing the full burst warrior build with the rifle, and I think the full burst build is good. It's good. But here's my consideration when I'm starting to think about the rifle now. So, like, Berserker's power, we can get 21 extra damage on the burst skill. Or, like, all of our damage is up 21%, which is fine. If you have somebody to give you might, or to give you quickness, you know, infinitely, that's fine. But I think aggressive onslaught's better, because this is a 50% increased attack speed. So essentially a 50% increased damage to the rifle. And since you're at range, this is going to be really nice. And then you get the movement speed buff and everything else. And with Berserker's stance, or Berserker, you can stack this multiple times. And then like Soldier's Focus, you would probably want that for the rifle if you had other rifle buddies, because that's all you would need for quickness, but then you would lose out on your might healing. So like you would probably want Phalanx Formation, but you could also do this quickness buff. So there's kind of a toss-up there, you know? There's no way that just happened. That's the biggest BS. I totally clicked the thing twice. But Martial Cadence, see, you get Soldier's Focus, grants quickness to allies for 3 seconds. We could probably get this up, you know, if you wanted to, and you could have like a couple people giving quickness to your group and a couple people giving might to your group. But with aggressive onslaught, I mean, we're getting 2 seconds of quickness every time we do a burst, and we're getting 3 seconds when we enter Berserkers. Now, you also are dealing increased strike damage, and you get all this here, but we could do Eternal Champion. So gain stability and endurance when entering Berserk mode. Traits trigger when entering Berserk mode, also trigger when exiting Berserk mode. So if we do that, then we can trigger this, which would give us a burst of speed. So you get 2 seconds of quickness. So we're going to get 4 seconds of quickness just off entering and exit Berserk mode, and then we'll get that 3 seconds of super speed. And then if we do this, then that means that we gain quickness when we disable an enemy, but we'll also gain quickness whenever we enter or exit Berserk mode, and we'll get this 25% movement speed buff, which will stack with the super speed. So we're going to get 125% movement speed while we have it activated, as well as additional quickness, which is going to help us generate more adrenaline for the rifle. But also we got to look at the quickness is giving us basically 50% more damage with the rifle per shot. Like we're going to get more shots off, 50% more shots, which means 50% more adrenaline as long as things hit and all that good stuff. And it's just going to kind of break down the amount of time that we have to use. And then we're still probably, I think we'll probably just use Brave Stride. And then I'll probably just go back to something else, to be honest. And then increase Berserk mode duration. Don't really think it matters as much. We could do this, which breaks stuns, reduce incoming damage. I think we want to keep Blood Reaction, but we've already dropped a couple of things. 'Cause, like Dead or Alive, that 30% damage dealt returned to you as healing is just pretty good in general. But also, gain Blood Reckoning when entering Berserk mode, and Blood Reckoning gives us adrenaline. So if we go with Blood Reaction, we get this increased damage, or this increased damage. But if we go for Dead or Alive, we're getting instantaneous adrenaline as soon as we go into the Berserker stance. So I still think this bottom tree line could be potentially really good on this build as well. And this right here is basically the same as what we had on our other build. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, and then if we go Frenzy, this is 4 seconds of quickness, but it's also 4 seconds of super speed, or 4 seconds of increased speed. So there's that benefit as well. Like, I don't even remember our other build now. Yeah, so we had defense trait line with greatsword rifle up here. I mean, this is just giving us increased damage. So let's go defense trait line. See, the thing with this is that if you do shield master and you're in a group of rifle warriors, or you apparently if you have a Aegeus on your warrior and you have this, you reflect missiles. And reflecting missiles, since you have 1500 range, I think that could be really good in general. And then we have gain health based on adrenaline spent. I still like lesser pain, but we could gain resistance when you dodge, which would make it to where we're immune to blinds, which would be very nice in a PvP fight. Hammer and mace skills deal increased damage when striking a disabled or defiant foe. Gain adrenaline when you disable a foe. So with this, disables include stun, taunt, daze, knockback, pull, knockdown. It sucks that this is hammer and mace skills deal increased damage, but we'll gain, like, see, we can use this to get 7 adrenaline on the burst skill. I don't know if that'd be worth it or not. Gain stability when you disable a foe. Deal increased strike damage when you have stability. So the stability is good, but we could still run barrier if we wanted to. But stalwart strength we could use and get stability, which I think would be really good. I mean, you're getting bonus damage and you're getting that 3 seconds of stability. As long as you're able to keep using your burst skills, you're just going to keep stability on, which I think would be really nice. And then we could still keep this. I mean, we're getting vitality based on power and ferocity based on power. We lost like 10% ferocity damage, which I think is acceptable. But we could still drop that for Forceful Greatsword if we wanted to. I mean, there's options here, you know? Interesting. We need to see... I mean, you get Blood Reckoning when you enter, but... Like, I feel like with rifle, you need quickness. You need all of the quickness you can get your hands on, you know? So we're getting the Blood Reckoning, but we're not getting the extra adrenaline, so we might not get extra adrenaline for that. With that chance, we can go back up and get this precision back. So we increase our damage back up a little bit. We lost this, but it only applies when we're in a Berserk mode. But in PvE, this is like a 25% damage increase, which is pretty big. But gang stability and endurance when entering Berserk mode. Traits that trigger while entering Berserk mode also trigger when exiting Berserk mode. Increase Berserk mode duration. I don't know. I feel like Savage Instinct is just a really strong skill that'd be good to have. If we did this, and we went back to our old build setup, which is like the main setup I do for everything these days, I tell you. What is it? We need this. Now we could go Fear Me, or we could go for Headbutt. If we do this, we're going to be low on crit chance, because we don't have access to any vulnerability unless we run Greatsword. Or Fury, I mean. So there are challenges here. But with Rifle, I think you need Signet of Might. Like, you need a Signet of Might with Rifle, I'm telling you. It has to happen. Oh, and if you lose Aggressive Onslaught, you're going to lose your Berserker power there. You could drop Forceful Greatsword, and you can keep Fortitude, but if you want more Might healing, you would need Greatsword, but Greatsword also gives you power. I mean, there's just a lot of trade-offs with this that are kind of rough, you know? And then, like, these shield stances, like, you're going to get one more additional second on these two, and you get the Adrenal Health, you get the damage reflection, but if you don't run that, Martial Cadence is going to give you more quickness. Warrior's Cunning is still going to give you damage early, or you can get more might. Leg Immobilization. I mean, it's a 1 second immobilize, but it's still something, you know? But you're going to get more quickness here. Like, is the quickness better than, say, Signet Mastery? I guess the question becomes. Because, like, dual wielding would help us out, but Furious is going to give us a lot more stuff. And this also gives us access to more Fury. You know, which means that we could technically run Headbutt, but I don't know if it's necessarily worthwhile, you know? Because like this, we don't have anything that can increase our adrenaline very much. I think that's where the rifle's really fallen, is the adrenaline gain. I mean, if you're gonna swap weapons and you go discipline, it could be good, but pretty hard for me to see how this would work. Like, the quickness off of this is good. I mean, this is 4 seconds of quickness, and then this is probably like 6 seconds, and then we get 2 seconds here. Or so we're gonna get 4 seconds. Let's go with 6 seconds here. Let's go 4 and 4, so that's 8. And then if we go Berserker's Stance, we can get 12. So there's issues here. But like if you go Discipline, we can reduce the cooldown and get access to quickness when they're below this at a 15-second cooldown. So you could probably get infinite quickness. And we could still use Axe Mastery with their axes, and then like Destruction of the Empowered would be really good for like World v World, but I don't know about anywhere else. And then this is like a 10% damage bonus, only on the rifle though. But when you look at this, I mean, you're getting 6 seconds. The rifle gets this down. It should anyway. I mean, it reduces the volley recharge. It didn't reduce this, though. See, but things like Warrior's Sprint, even, like, in this game, like, you do Warrior's Sprint and this, and say you didn't use any swiftness at all, that's still a 50% movement speed bonus. Like, a constant 50%. Gain quickness when you disable an enemy, and it's like, so you just have to keep disabling them, and you get more. Like, longbow, you could use that. Boom. 50% movement speed. And a lot of quickness. And you can't be immobilized. That's just good, you know? And you can get stability out of it. Gain quickness when you strike a foe that is below the health threshold. Gain ferocity. Gain additional ferocity when wielding an axe. So like this right here, like the Signet Mastery I really like. If you're going dodge, like you want to go dodge heavy, this To the Limit shout's pretty nice. This is going to give you the endurance and the adrenaline, but Blood Reckoning has more utility. Just kind of swear those things were selling cheaper before. I almost think I should do on my mark here, but they're missing quite a lot of healing. Because, like, right here, we would have the ability to heal, you know? I just think double axe would just be so much better than greatsword on this build. Like an unnaturally good amount. Because like greatsword compared to double axe just isn't that amazing, you know? Mobility wise, if you don't have anyone to lock them down in PvP, I think double axe.
Until next time.
Whew. Got double axe. And now we'll have, what do we have here? We're still same build. Okay, here I'm gonna go for dual wielding instead. And we'll just see what happens, you know? So we go into combat. We need to change the weapon. Alright, so we go into combat. We should be able to... I mean, do we care about the dual wield, or do we care... Because, I mean, this is giving us a bunch of might. Like, we get a bunch of ferocity out of all of this. Might healing would heal us for a decent bit, but, like, I don't like full damage builds like this. I really don't feel good using full damage builds, because I can't do anything besides damage. And that's what's really throwing me off when it comes to these meta builds. I don't feel like I'm getting much adrenaline from my axe. Is something that's weird to me right now. But the dual wield feels pretty good. That 20% increased attack speed, it feels pretty nice. But like, is it critical hits? I mean, is it worth more than the critical hits though, I guess, is the thing. You know? Like this right here. I have no defense, and my armor isn't strong enough to do anything. Like, this is the Berserker build we're using for the axe and stuff before. Like, just, like, look at the difference, though. I'm going to use this build instead of the other one with the same weapons, okay? I don't have anything different besides that and these skills. Actually, why do I have Berserker's stance here? Oh, I had that for the, yeah, because I don't have any Condi Cleanse. But, like, if I come in here and I just use this... ability. So for most players, like, that build doesn't have enough damage, though, is for them. If I have full might stacks and stuff, I can get a good amount of bleed damage off of this, but it's not anything super impressive, you know? Sometimes I really wonder, because, like, if you have discipline, you gain 2 adrenaline when you critically strike. And this is 1 adrenaline when you critically strike. But that means you could get 3 adrenaline while you critically strike. You know? If you really want to. I don't know about peak performance, though, versus, like, Berserker's stance. So I can do, like, Bull's Charge. But it's not anything impressive, you know?
The match starts soon. Last chance to nail down your strategy. All right, you lot. We'll seize this town right after we settle things with the local lord.
How all that works out?
We're at our outer gate. This is it, mates. Keep them out.
You know, like, we're doing damage, but I don't have enough defense. Like, it's the whole thing. Like, everyone that I talk to on Reddit, like, they say rifle's absolutely horrid, but they want it to do way more damage than a power greatsword in PvE, which I can do. I can make it do a lot of damage in PvE, but when it comes to a general build, you just don't have any defense, you know? Whereas, like, at least a greatsword you can kind of evade a little bit. You know?
There's mist essence nearby to be had. Find it so we can summon ourselves a hero.
See, like PvE content in general, like if you're going for a max damage build on a warrior, that means that you have a whole team supporting you. But I don't like the feeling of having to have a team take care of a warrior, you know?
Bringing the fire.
I don't have enough speed to chase him down, even with all my speed buffs. I have enough power to shoot them, at range, but I need to be able to continuously keep my endurance up to do it.
Help me out!
This is it, mates. Keep them out.
This doesn't look like it's the best idea, but...
This is it, mates. Keep them out. They're through our inner gate.
Your lord is under attack.
See, like that right there. You can't go into the group, like you have to poke around the edges. I just see the versatility of the rifle as more of a, like, it doesn't hit as hard as, say, a Deadeye, but it pierces. So groups of enemies, it could literally just destroy them in numbers. Oh, I didn't have any runes or anything on. That explains a little bit. Okay, so... we will do the Eagle with the Berserker. And then we will do... Expulsion. This will just do battle.
Almost ready.
Can't believe I just went in there without anything. So let's do battle and expulsion. Like, when I see the rifle, I see this. Like, warriors in kind of a line like this. And they have the rifle butt, and then you put kick together, right? And then you would have, what? Rifle butt has like a one charge thing going on, you know? But kick, like, let me look at rifle butt again. So this is a 20-second cooldown, but if you had 5 people, you'd have a 5-second cooldown before you could just, you know, stop using it. And then like with kick, it's 3 people, 25-second cooldown. This can go down to 20, so it'd be another 5. So you could get a knockback like every 5 seconds between you and your group. But you would need to remove stability and stuff on all your enemies, and that would be the main problem, you know? This is on disables. Like, you get seconds of quickness on disable. That's the thing that I don't. You get 1,300. I had 4 stacks. Wait a second. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I was about to say, there's that 4 stacks. And I was like, if that thing keeps stacking, I can get a bunch of damage. But yeah, I think you go double. I mean, I would here anyway. I didn't realize you could use the rifle thing without swapping. That's pretty nuts. You know?
I'm back. Almost there. Fight for real.
Down, down, down. I'm still gaining health from something, though. Or at least it seemed like it before. I was getting health for... I don't even know what.
The match starts soon. Last chance to nail down your strategy.
All right, you lot. We'll seize this town right after we settle things with the local lord.
See, that right there is what I call power. But you see what happens right there? It's like literally as soon as I shoot, they get grouped up. There's like 4 or 5 of them all in one spot. One rifle burst almost killed them all. And it's unblockable. There's nothing they can do. If they stack up, they die. I think that's what the rifle's for. Like, it's literally make some weapon your main weapon, but then you have this ace in the hole where you can just dump truck somebody. You know?
They're at our outer gate. Ah, we're through their outer gate.
Like, look at that. I'd probably get rid of this for small Smash Brawler. 5 seconds increased duration. I think that's probably worth it. And then if we can get enough Fury by other means. Like, I'm all for it, you know?
Now's our chance to end this. Kill their lord.
See, like, right there, I didn't have my unblockable up.
Outer gate. They're at our outer gate.
I should have stayed ranged here. That was me. That was my bad.
Thank you.
I mean, he blocked it, but... The fact that I'm able, like, I shot, boom, right through him, almost killed, then swapped to Berserker, boom, big hit, almost killed again, or basically killed two of them. Had one left, you know?
There's mist essence nearby to be had. Find it so we can summon ourselves a hero.
I'll have to finish this!
I don't know if you can reduce the cooldown of that. But I have the ability to really kill the hero too, so I mean there's that.
to finish this!
I still have Signet Ferocity stacks. That's nuts. So like this right
There's
here.
best essence nearby to be had. Find it so we can summon ourselves a hero.
Your trebuchet's been repaired.
This is it, mates. Keep them out. Ah, not bad. Not bad at all. Now this town belongs to us.
We got defense, damage, and healing. I don't know what's healing
This
us
is it,
though.
mates. Keep them out.
Oh, we have the Berserker thing. I mean, other than that though. You know?
This is it, mates. Keep
So
them out.
percentage of the game's damage, we did 20%. So that seems to be about what you should be doing.
This is it, mates. Keep them out.
Percentage of my team. I was half of my team's damage. Half of my team's damage. That's crazy.